And we are back. Welcome to the SoapBox, where people who work, volunteer, and care about recovery tell us who they are and what they're most passionate about. My name is Richard Jones, RN, and I represent parentingyourchildinrecovery.com and my home website, secondstarts.com. That's number two, NDSTARTS.com. Today, my guest, and I'm going to say it again, it's a special guest for me, and I'll let you know why. His name's Frederick Cooper. Sorry, Frederick. Frederick Cooper. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Good to have you here.
Same here.
Frederick, okay. Hey, Frederick is a restorative justice practitioner. He's a financial literacy facilitator, and he's a life coach. I think working out of Cook County in Illinois, in the Chicago
Yes, sir.
area.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
very good. So, Frederick, I like to ask everybody when they come on, give me that Cliff Notes version of Frederick. For you, it's going to be a little different because I want you to tell me two things in the Cliff Notes. First, I want you to enlighten everybody to what exactly a restorative justice practitioner is, briefly, and then also tell us sort of your road, how you got here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Restorative justice practitioner is I practice in like peace circles. I do a lot of trainings on peace circles. So what that is it's just a process of building relationships, and we sit in there and we get to address our trauma. We get to talk about things that and people would not normally talk about on a daily basis. So this is basically creating a safe space,
Mhm.
and it's a non-judgmental space. And so,
Okay.
how did I get here? I've been doing. I got here by. I was actually. Oh, excuse me. I was actually something that it kind of just dawned on me. It's something that I wasn't planning to do, but it just dawned on me. So I was actually working with some kids in a high school, and
Okay.
we're just sitting there, just doing some talking. And then I asked, did I want to do restorative justice training? And I did the training. Training went well. And so as I was working with the kids in the high school, a county sheriff had asked me, did I want to work in Cook County Jail? I really didn't want to work in there because I just actually got out of there not too long before she had asked me. So I ended up going. Long story short, I ended up going in there volunteering, and then I've been in there for 10 years now.
10 years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I just want to tell you right off, the truth in advertising, everybody that's watching, it was special to me as I, tried to get Frederick to come on the show because as we've heard many times before, I'm sure, my background is correctional nursing, county jail correctional nursing. So when I saw you in some of your internet stuff on LinkedIn and such, I was fascinated and I was proud, because I think that what you're doing is needed. And I hope that we can get this show off and somebody else sees it and decides they either want to help you or do what you're doing. Because I think I'm 100% sure we need more of you around. I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure of that. Okay, so really, right now, this break too. I want to remind everybody we'll have some stuff in the show notes about Frederick and his programs, and hopefully, it's my goal to try to create a little bit of support for him and what he's doing. So that'd be in the show notes. Also, if you are a parent or a mentor or a practitioner who cares or works with young adults in trouble, okay, in active rehab, or at risk, okay, parenting your child in recovery.com. We work with parents, young adults, and the practitioners of those. Okay, Frederick, I'm going to put you up on what I call soapbox. Now I'm gonna run some stuff at you, and I want to hear because I want to talk about the essence of what you do, how you do it, and your mindset behind it. So I'm gonna throw some stuff at you here. Okay.
Okay.
First thing I want you to talk about, and I've heard you say this, just your theory about getting started, getting out of the bed, getting started. Talk to me about that. What do you tell the young people?
Oh, to get out that bed is just a movement that I started. Just waking people up. It's just ain't sitting around ain't gonna get it done. We got to get out that bed. And I know you probably heard me on a few videos. It's just like I say, it's just waking people up. Just come on, get up, get to it. No excuses. Let's get it done today. Don't keep talking about what we're gonna do. Let's get it done today. It's just get up out that bed.
Okay, and I love the passion that you deliver it with. I can feel myself saying that. Like, come on, we can't do nothing
Yeah,
if
get
we
out
don't get
that
started.
bed.
That's right. You got to get out of that
Yes,
bed.
sir.
Yes, sir. Talk to me about, and that's something that I know is really required in restorative justice is asking the young people or people to be brave and don't be afraid to step out, you know.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
just what that is just because what the restorative justice is, we creating a non-judgmental space. And so
Okay.
it's giving our youth and anybody who's sitting in circle with us just that space to speak freely on whatever it is and they're not being judged because, being in Chicago, you being judged all the time. And
Yeah.
so now we creating this safe space, non-judgmental. You get to come in here, build relationships, talk, address trauma, address anything that you're going through. And then you're not being judged. We actually trying to help you in this process. And so that's what it's about. And that's why it's been a successful for the last 10 years that I've been doing it.
Okay. It was very well appreciated. You just touched on something that I want you to elaborate on. Just uh, to talk someone without to talk to people with love but not judgment. I think that's something that you've told me, a method that you use, and it's got to be working for you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It actually is because, like with a lot of our youth, people usually talking down or talking at them. We don't do that in peace circles. We just here, we meet you on a space that you at, whatever space that is. And we're not sitting here saying you what you should do. It's like, hey, let's come up with a plan and let's help you execute that.
Yeah.
So
Very
it's like we just building a support system for you.
okay. Um, in the peace circles, is that something that you make clear to everybody about the uh, listening, listening to understand,
Yes, yes.
especially? I like this part you put on there, especially with people that you don't know. That's important.
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
what was common in our neighborhoods is people coming in and judging. You should have had this. I don't understand why this person had that gun. Well, you're not from where he from.
Right.
You don't walk the walk that this person walks. You don't know. So that's why if I'm doing a training, one of the things I've always tell my participants is listen to understand.
Okay.
Let's understand. Here's the thing about understanding. You might not agree. After you understand, you still might not agree, and that's fine. And that's fine. Listen to understand someone because once you understand it, you can probably get a better relationship. And that's the
Yeah.
point of this peace circle. Is like anybody asks me, what is it? I say to build relationships. That's the first thing I will always tell a person. We build in relationships.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Now, when you're building these relationships, are you getting any um, support? And I want to put this correctly. Are you getting any support to where now, when you're having these peace circles, are there people also other than yourself that come to some of these peace circles and talk to them, and it's obvious that these people are on other sides of the tracks or from different viewpoints?
Of course, because
Yeah.
like when I'm working with the community, you invite the whole community out.
Okay.
So we can start building with our community. Anybody that I'm doing a peace circle for, I tell them invite whoever you want because you
Okay.
want them to feel as comfortable as possible in this process.
Okay. Very good. So give me that's interesting to me. So you do a peace circle with someone and they are have the ability to invite people?
Invite who you want to invite because it's all about you.
Okay.
So we want you to feel as comfortable in this process as possible.
All right.
So you bring
So
whoever you want. And then we bring more members of the community because what we're trying to establish is one, that safe space.
okay.
But also it's a supportive space. And so the goal is to try to have as many people as possible in this space.
Okay. That's great. Um so when you work with the county, uh
Yeah.
they contract you for different things, or is everything through the Cook County Jail? How's that work?
Now everything is not through. I actually work with Cook County, but I
Oh,
also go out and contract with a lot of different community organizations.
okay.
So I do a lot of trainings in restorative justice. Um, a lot of schools, churches, police officers, trying to spread the positivity around.
Okay. All right. All right. So you took a course in restorative justice and this would launched you into this?
Yes, got me all the way here. Something, and I tell people that this it's not something that I really wanted to do. It's just
Mhm.
something that dawned upon me, and when I seen it, I loved it, and then I seen what it can do, and so now We got restorative justice, community courts. We got 4 courts going on. And the only
Okay.
goal is to build relationships and help dismiss cases.
Okay. All right. Dismiss cases. I like that because you use that. I've seen you use that term, case dismissed.
Yes, that's my favorite 2 words.
Okay. All right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Um, Tell me now, and I'm curious about this. With yourself, for example, let me tell you about myself. I usually don't like to talk about myself too much on these shows, but it correlates with yourself. When I first entered the area where I was running into, you know, for lack of a better term, troubled youth, I came from another nursing genre. So when I
Hmm.
saw these kids, the first thing I said to myself was, "Oh my boy, here come these badass kids. Oh my, the young people. Because I didn't have any. That wasn't part of my nature, the community thing. You know. Now, and I really wasn't what you would call. I'm a country boy, so it really wasn't much of the, no urban knowledge or anything like that. So I had a, I had to make a transformation in order
Mm.
to see and understand this yourself. Uh, I'm not going to, definitely say I know what kind of neighborhood you come from because I don't. But did you have to make a transformation in your mindset from what you thought to getting to this judgmental area?
Yes, I did. I did because coming from Chicago, the thing is we always judge. From the especially I call myself being from the hood, we
Okay.
judge people from the money they make, from the
Okay.
moves that they make and who you are. So now I'm in this space where it's a non-judgmental space. So now I had to change my whole attitude, my whole thinking.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to get to, because for myself, it took me a little bit to actually get it. I'm like, okay, you make a judgment. You try not to be judgmental, but we all are in some ways. So, you just have to fight that. So,
Right.
all right, very, very good. Take a quick break here. I also want to remind everybody again, we're in the show notes. We'll have some information about Frederick and the programs and the restorative justice in general, because it's something that I want to foster around my community, and because some of my practitioners that do other things, I want them to be able to say, hey, we could provide this service to a restorative justice practitioner in our area, maybe some pro bono work, some of the things that we do and do well. So also, just remind everybody, parenting your child in recovery. If you are the parent, mentor, or practitioner who cares or loves or works with a at-risk young adult in trouble or in rehabilitation, parentingyourchildinrecovery.com for supporters and for practitioners. Okay, your projects. Is any specific projects going on, or the peace circles and the peace courts, as you call them? Is that pretty much the only projects that you do with this, or is there any other things you do?
My financial literacy.
Yeah. So
So also
how's that? Well, how do you apply that, and who do you apply it to?
same people. When I first started working in the jails, I would always hear them talk about like money. And so what I went and did is when I took a class and got certified as a financial literacy excuse me, do financial literacy facilitator. And so when I did that, I took it back to the same place because I would hear these guys talking about money. So I said, you know what? Maybe if I add this piece on to a lot of the guys that's doing this, when they come out, they'll know how to start their own LLCs, their own business, and things like that. Because I got to remember who I'm dealing with. One of the things is they know how to hustle,
Mhm.
be in the streets. They know how to sell. They know how to promote. They know how to market. They know how
Okay,
to do all these things. But let's show them how to do something in a legal way.
got it.
So that's why I did.
All right, excellent, excellent.
So I,
All right, this is fascinating to me, and just to tell you right now, I don't know what associates you have, but my goal is to promote the idea. My goal is
yes,
to
yes.
promote. I think however many people we have of you, we need 10 times more tomorrow. So
Yeah,
that's something that
yeah.
I really want to put some thought into, and hopefully that you'll, think about when I call on you, you'll be there to advise me,
Of
and
course, of
and there's
course.
anything I can do for you. So that's important to me. So, I want to thank you for coming on. And as I said,
Oh,
I hope that there's
thank you.
something that
Thank you
we
for
can,
allowing me.
I hope we can continue this. Um, what you're doing to me is what is actually needed. And that's sort of what my show is about. I had somebody ask me, why do you want me on the show? I said, because you're doing something that helps people. And that's the only reason why I'm doing the show. So I want to thank you for coming on, Frederick.
Of course, of
Um,
course. Thank you for
hey,
having me.
you're certainly. So in closing, I want to say from myself and speaking for Frederick, I want to remind everybody to get out there and help somebody get better, help somebody stay better, and most importantly, let's help somebody be better. Thank you and
Yeah.
goodbye.